Julius was ashamed to be 14 and not have seen a breast yet, or felt a girl's tongue in his mouth. He'd been trying to kiss her, touch her, since they had first met a few weeks back when he arrived from Oregon to spend the summer with his father. Julius swung his arms and his feet lifted simultaneously. He didn't watch the ground, but kept his eyes on the curve of the roll in front of him, spotting his landing point. As long as he kept the line of trees to his immediate right, he couldn't get lost. Scanning the field for Amy, he saw she was by the riverbank. She waved her arms wildly. Julius leapt. Hands on knees, he looked back toward the river. Amy was hopping up and down now. She must have found something, he thought, knowing what it was, but hoping he was wrong. Julius fell on the last roll and his shoulder throbbed, but he'd made it, although when he looked right, the trees were no longer there. A border of dirt, about as wide as Julius was tall, separated the hayfield from a field of corn. The day after Julius arrived for the summer, his dad and he had walked the fields with Cash, and his dad warned him about playing in the corn. He'd stood there in front of the first row of stalks, 6'4", over half a foot taller than Julius, arms crossed, and said in fields that hadn't been harvested it was easier to get lost than Julius could imagine. "Especially when you're no taller than the corn itself," he'd added. Julius had focused on his dad's leathery arms and shrugged. Cash took off along the dirt border, but Julius's father shouted, "Heel!" and the dog returned. The two of them walked on, while Julius stared into the corn, imagining what might be on the other side.